All right, this is the page that I put together with your information where you can look at it in all different kinds of ways. So let's first come down here, and you'll see here is the spreadsheet with all the raw data put into it. Okay, and then here is all that raw data put in a format again, so you can manipulate it and look at it as you wish. So let's look at a couple of different ways. We can go to the month. You drag down one of the fields down here, and now you can see by month how many deals closed and what the sum of the commission is. And then I did put a graph over here. Sometimes the graph will be too small depending on what criteria you're bringing over from the field, but it just gives you another visual to look at. Count of clients doesn't turn out that well on the graph because the value range over here is by dollars, but it at least gives you the money here, and for the count of clients you have that over here. So that's what it would look like if you wanted to look at it by month. Let's look at another one. Let's say we want to see who referred us this year, and we can take a look at it this way. So we've got Adams, which hasn't come through yet. That's why there's no commission here. You have your reload, which was something that you're interested really in looking at as far as the sum and as far as the count. Okay, and then down here would be everything else that was a non-referral. All right, now I'm going to show you a different way of doing this as well. Let's say you want more than one and you want it to make sense without pulling a whole bunch down here into the different value ranges. So let's say we wanted to look at month again, pull that down here, but we just wanted to look at buyers. So we would come here and just say buyers only and do that filter. Okay, you can also see that you can do the filters up here as well. See how we have that? All right, now what would be really good is if from here on forward you kept your data going, and we can make up another sheet that's 2016, but even on this one, as you fill in the rest of this information, to make sure that the pivot table gets updated correctly, we just have to have something highlighted over here in the field. We come up here to pivot table, analyze, and we would choose refresh data. So once you change something or fill something in, not adding any more rows, but just changing or adding to the rows that are already in the spreadsheet, we would hit refresh. If you are to change something, meaning adding a row, I shouldn't say change, add, but let's say you're going to add something past where we are, right? We'd move all these totals and then come over here, and let's say we got Smith and Jones this year too. Then to make sure that these rows are inside the pivot table, we would come to analyze, and we'd have to change data source. And see how right now it goes to line 38? Well, whatever we would add, we'd come back over here and we would just change it to whatever that new bottom row was. And that is how we can keep the pivot table up to match what we've input into the raw data. So that's just a short little tutorial. I hope that it helps, and we can talk more about it the next time.